My dear friends, my brothers and sisters, your time is coming. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but it is coming. Life has a strange way of testing us before it rewards us. It makes us wait. It makes us doubt ourselves. And sometimes it makes us feel invisible. My name is Muniba Mazari, and I am a motivational speaker. If you're new to my channel, subscribe and start a new journey with me. Remember this, just because people can't see your struggle doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Your struggle is not a sign of failure. It's proof that you're trying. In a world that only celebrates results, struggle is often misunderstood. People see the tired eyes, the slow progress, the repeated attempts, and they quietly label it as weakness. But struggle is not weakness. Struggle is movement. It means you refuse to stay where you were comfortable. It means you chose effort over excuses, even when the path was unclear. Every person who has ever grown had to struggle first. Nothing strong is built in ease. When life pushes back, it's not always trying to stop you. Sometimes it's trying to shape you. The pressure you feel is not there to break you. It's there to teach you how strong you can become. Struggle forces you to learn patience, discipline, and resilience, things comfort never teaches. Many times, people give up not because they can't do it, but because they think struggling means they're failing. They believe success should be smooth, fast, and painless. But real progress is messy. It involves mistakes, delays, and moments of deep self-doubt. Struggle is the classroom where character is built. It shows you who you are when things aren't easy. When you're struggling, you're showing courage. It takes courage to wake up every day and try again when yesterday didn't work. It takes courage to believe in yourself when the world stays silent. It takes courage to continue without guarantees. Struggle is not the absence of ability. It's the presence of effort. There are days when your hard work feels invisible. Days when you wonder if anyone notices how much you're carrying. But growth doesn't always announce itself. Sometimes it happens quietly inside your mindset, your habits, your patience. Struggle changes you in ways success cannot. It humbles you, grounds you, and prepares you for responsibilities you don't yet see. People often compare their behind-the-scenes struggle with someone else's highlight moments. That comparison creates shame, and shame makes people quit. But everyone has their own unseen battles. The difference is not who struggles and who doesn't. The difference is who keeps going despite it. Struggle is a shared human experience, but perseverance is a personal choice. When you struggle, you're learning how to stand on your own. You learn how to manage fear, how to control emotions, how to keep moving even when motivation disappears. These lessons stay with you for life. Success without struggle is fragile. The smallest storm can destroy it. But success born from struggle has roots. It stands firm. Struggle also teaches empathy. When you know what it feels like to fall, you become gentler with others who are falling. You understand pain without words. You respect effort, not just outcomes. This depth is not given to everyone. It's earned through hardship. So if life feels heavy right now, understand this clearly. Your struggle is not a verdict on your worth. It's evidence of your effort. It means you're in motion. You're growing, even if progress feels slow. Struggle is not the opposite of success. It's part of its foundation. Hard work may be silent today, but it will speak loudly tomorrow. In the beginning, effort rarely gets applause. There are no claps for late nights, no recognition for the hours spent improving yourself, no audience for the days you choose discipline over comfort. Most of the time, your hard work happens in silence, away from validation, away from appreciation, away from instant results. Silence can feel heavy when you work hard and nothing changes on the surface. Doubt slowly enters your mind. You start questioning whether your efforts matter, whether anyone will ever notice, whether this path is even right. But silence doesn't mean uselessness. Silence means preparation. It means your work is settling, growing roots, building strength beneath the surface. Nature itself works silently. Seeds don't make noise while growing underground. Rivers don't announce their depth. Mountains don't shout about their height. Hard work follows the same rule. The days when no one is watching are often the days that matter the most. Many people quit during this silent phase. They mistake quiet progress for no progress. They want immediate proof that their effort is working. But real hard work compounds slowly. It changes your mindset first, then your habits, then your abilities. Results come later. By the time the world notices, The work has already been done. Silence teaches self-belief. When there's no praise, you learn to rely on your own conviction. You learn to move without external motivation. This is where true strength develops. Anyone can work hard when applause is guaranteed, but only a few can stay consistent when there's nothing but faith in their own effort. Hard work also teaches humility. When success comes quickly, ego grows faster than wisdom. But when effort takes time, it grounds you. It teaches patience. It teaches respect for the process. You learn that growth can't be rushed and shortcuts only delay real progress. People often judge based on what they see today. They don't see the repetitions, the failures, the adjustments, the sacrifices. They only see outcomes. That's why silent hard work is powerful. It protects you from noise, distractions, and unnecessary comparisons. It allows you to focus on becoming better, not looking better. There will be moments when you feel left behind while others move ahead. Their success will be visible, celebrated, and admired. Yours may still be invisible, but visibility is not the same as stability. What grows slowly lasts longer. What's built quietly stands stronger. Silent hard work builds foundations, not illusions. When your hard work finally speaks, it won't need explanations. It will show in your confidence, your skills, your calmness, your ability to handle pressure. People will call it luck, timing, or overnight success, unaware of the years of quiet effort behind it. And that's fine, because you'll know the truth. The silence you're in right now is not punishment. It's training. It's shaping your character, sharpening your focus, strengthening your resilience. Every disciplined action, every choice to continue, every moment you refuse to give up is being recorded by time itself. Hard work has its own language, and when the moment arrives, it speaks with undeniable clarity. Delays don't mean denial. They mean preparation. Life doesn't always respond to effort with immediate results. Sometimes you give everything you have and still hear nothing back. That silence can feel like rejection. It can make you believe that your dreams are unrealistic, or that you're not worthy of what you're asking for. But delay is not a no. It's a pause with purpose. If everything came instantly, you wouldn't be ready to hold it. Growth without readiness creates pressure, and pressure without strength leads to collapse. Delays exist to stretch your capacity, to build patience, and to prepare your mindset for what's ahead. What you're waiting for often requires a stronger version of you. Most people see delay as punishment. They ask why things are taking so long, why others are moving faster, why their efforts aren't rewarded yet. But timing is not about fairness, it's about alignment. Some lessons must be learned before certain doors can open. Some strengths must be developed before responsibilities increase. Delays teach discipline. When motivation fades and results aren't visible, discipline is what keeps you moving. You learn to show up even when excitement disappears. This is where character is formed. Anyone can be passionate for a short time, but consistency over delay creates resilience. Delays also protect you. There are things you think you want right now, but if they came early, they could harm you. Without awareness, success can magnify insecurity. Money can magnify poor decisions, and recognition can magnify ego. Delay gives you time to mature so that blessings don't become burdens. Waiting forces reflection. It gives you space to question your intentions, refine your goals, and correct your direction. Before moving outward. It pushes you to improve skills, strengthen habits, and clean your mindset. People often compare timelines and feel defeated. They forget that every journey has different requirements. What someone else receives quickly may take you longer because your path is building something deeper. Comparison creates unnecessary pain. Preparation requires patience, and patience is personal. Delays teach trust, not blind hope, but steady belief in the process. You learn to work without guarantees, to believe without proof, to move forward without constant reassurance. This kind of trust builds inner stability. It allows you to stay calm even when outcomes are uncertain. During delays, distractions appear more tempting. Giving up seems easier. Settling for less feels reasonable. But delay is the test that separates temporary desire from real commitment. If you can stay focused during the waiting, you prove that your goal is not just a wish, it's a decision. Preparation is often invisible. No one applauds patience. No one celebrates quiet growth. But inside, strength is forming. Your perspective is expanding. Your emotional control is improving. Your endurance is increasing. These changes can't be rushed, and they can't be skipped. What feels like a slow season is often a building season. The foundations are being laid carefully. Weak spots are being corrected. When the moment finally arrives, it will make sense why it couldn't come earlier. Even when no one believes in you, keep believing in yourself. There will be moments in life when your dreams sound too big for the room you're standing in. When people look at you with doubt, not because you lack potential, but because they can't see beyond their own limits. Their disbelief can be loud, discouraging, and deeply personal, especially when it comes from those you expected support from. Lack of belief from others can slowly enter your thoughts. It makes you question your abilities, your choices, and your direction. You begin to wonder if they see something you don't. But most of the time, people judge based on who you were, not who you're becoming. They measure your future with your past, unaware of the growth happening inside you. Self-belief is not arrogance. It's quiet confidence built through effort, learning, and persistence. It's choosing to trust your inner voice even when external voices are negative. Believing in yourself doesn't mean you never doubt. It means you don't let doubt stop you from moving forward. Many people give up because they look for permission to grow. They wait for approval, encouragement, or validation. But dreams don't require permission. More's fi cause. If you need others to believe in you before you start, you may never begin. When no one believes in you, you're given a rare opportunity. You're free from expectations, free from pressure to impress, free to build quietly. This is where real strength develops. You learn to rely on your discipline, not on motivation from others. Believing in yourself during isolation builds mental resilience. You learn how to stand alone without feeling lonely. You learn how to continue without reassurance. One of the prapturation of power. It can't be taken away by opinions or circumstances. People often project their fears onto others. When they say something is impossible, they're often speaking about themselves. Their disbelief is not a reflection of your potential, but of their limitations. Understanding this helps you detach emotionally from their words. Self-belief grows through action. Each small step you take despite fear strengthens your confidence. Each time you show up when no one is watching, you prove something to yourself. Confidence is not built by thinking. It's built by doing. There will be times when you feel tired of explaining yourself, tired of defending your dreams, tired of being misunderstood. In those moments, silence is strength. Let your work speak. Believing in yourself also means forgiving yourself. You will make mistakes. You will fall short. But self-belief allows you to see failure as feedback, not as a final judgment. You learn, adjust, and continue. The journey of self-belief is not easy. It requires patience, courage, and emotional control. It requires choosing growth over comfort, faith over fear, and persistence over approval. When you keep believing in yourself through doubt, resistance, and isolation, you build a foundation that no opinion can shake. Don't rush your journey. Everything blooms in its own time. In a world that constantly pushes speed, rushing feels normal. People measure progress by how fast something happens, not by how well it's built. This pressure creates anxiety, comparison, and self-doubt. When you rush your journey, you risk missing the lessons meant to prepare you for what comes next. Every journey has a rhythm. Some chapters require action. Others require waiting. Not all progress looks like movement. Sometimes, progress looks like patience, reflection, and adjustment. Rushing through these phases can leave gaps in understanding and weakness in foundation. When you rush, you begin to compare timelines. You look at others and assume you're behind. But growth is not a race. Everyone starts from a different place with different challenges, resources, and responsibilities. Comparing journeys only steals peace and distorts perspective. Nature teaches timing better than anything else. Flowers don't bloom because they're told to. They bloom when conditions are right. If you force growth before readiness, damage occurs. The same is true for people. Growth forced too early creates stress, insecurity, and burnout. Rushing often comes from fear of being left behind, fear of missing opportunities, fear of not being enough. But fear-driven decisions rarely lead to fulfillment. They lead to exhaustion. Slowing down allows clarity. It helps you make decisions based on purpose rather than pressure. When you respect your pace, you give yourself permission to learn properly. Mistakes become teachers instead of regrets. You stop skipping steps and start building skills layer by layer. This creates confidence that's stable, not fragile. Rushing also affects joy. When you're constantly focused on the next milestone, you forget to acknowledge how far you've come. You turn life into a checklist instead of a process. Slowing down helps you appreciate small wins, effort, and growth that would otherwise go unnoticed. There are seasons where nothing seems to be happening. These are often internal seasons. Your mindset is shifting. Your values are aligning. Your discipline is strengthening. These changes can't be rushed because they're foundational. When you rush success, you may reach it without knowing how to maintain it. Many people achieve things quickly and lose them just as fast because they skip the growth required to sustain them. A slow journey builds stability, awareness, and responsibility. Respecting your timing also builds self-trust. You learn to listen to your intuition instead of external noise. You stop chasing what looks good and start choosing what feels right for your growth. Rushing disconnects you from the present. You become obsessed with outcomes and forget to live the process. The journey shapes you more than the destination. Every step teaches something important, even the difficult ones. When you allow things to unfold naturally, you develop patience and acceptance. You learn that not everything needs immediate answers. Some things need time to reveal their purpose. Everything blooms when it's ready. Forcing growth only delays it. Trusting your journey means honoring your pace, your lessons, and your timing, knowing that becoming takes time. Stay consistent when results are slow. This is where winners are made. The most difficult phase of any journey is not the beginning and not the success. It's the middle. The phase where effort is high, but results are minimal. This is where many people lose belief, not because they lack ability, but because patience is tested. Slow results can feel discouraging, especially when expectations are high and progress feels invisible. Consistency is not about intensity, it's about reliability. It's showing up even when motivation fades. Anyone can work hard for a short period, but consistency requires commitment. It demands that you continue despite boredom, frustration, and doubt. This phase doesn't look impressive, but it builds discipline. When results are slow, the mind starts questioning everything. You wonder if you're doing the right thing, if your strategy is wrong, if your efforts are pointless. These thoughts are normal, but acting on them too quickly leads to quitting. You wonder mean wrong direction. They often mean the foundation is still forming. Most people chase quick wins. They want immediate validation. When they don't get it, they jump to something new. This cycle creates movement without progress. Consistency breaks this cycle. It allows skills to deepen, habits to solidify, and understanding to mature. Winners are not those who avoid slow phases. Winners are those who endure them. They accept that progress is not linear. They understand that growth happens in layers. Each consistent action adds a layer, even when it doesn't show immediately. Consistency builds trust with yourself. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, your self-respect grows. You no longer rely on external validation because you know you can depend on your own effort. Slow results also refine focus. They force you to evaluate what truly matters. You stop chasing noise and start committing to meaningful work. This clarity sharpens your direction. During slow phases, distractions become tempting. Comfort looks attractive. Quitting feels reasonable. But this is the exact point where discipline creates separation. Most people stop here. It trains you to work without constant reward. This ability is rare and powerful. It prepares you for responsibilities that require long-term thinking and steady effort. Progress during slow phases often happens internally. Your mindset is adjusting. Your skills are improving. Your tolerance for discomfort is increasing. These changes are subtle but essential. Without them, visible success can't be sustained. People often misjudge consistency because it looks ordinary. But consistency compounds. Small efforts repeated daily create results that surprise people over time. Staying consistent when results are slow is an act of belief. It means trusting the process more than your emotions. It means choosing long-term growth over short-term comfort. This decision shapes character and builds resilience. The path becomes clearer for those who keep going, while others quit, doubt, or change direction. Consistent effort continues building momentum. This is the stage where habits become identity and effort becomes strength. Growth happens quietly while patience builds strength inside you. Most real growth is invisible. It doesn't announce itself. It doesn't arrive with instant results or dramatic changes. It happens slowly in routines, in repeated effort, and in moments where nothing seems to be changing on the outside. Quiet growth often feels like stagnation, but it's not. It's transformation happening beneath the surface. Patience is not passive. It's active endurance. It's the ability to keep moving forward without rushing outcomes. In a world that celebrates speed, patience feels uncomfortable. We're taught to expect quick results, fast success, and immediate rewards. But anything built too fast often lacks stability. Patience gives growth time to settle and become strong. When you're patient, you allow yourself to learn deeply. You stop chasing shortcuts and start respecting the process. You understand that mastery takes time and progress requires repetition. Each small effort, when done consistently, compounds into something meaningful. Quiet growth depends on showing up even when excitement fades. Patience also strengthens emotional control. Waiting teaches you how to manage frustration, disappointment, and uncertainty. You learn to sit with discomfort without reacting impulsively. This emotional strength becomes an asset in every area of life. It helps you make better decisions, respond calmly to challenges, and stay focused under pressure. People may assume you're not moving forward because they can't see visible changes yet. This can be discouraging, but internal growth always comes before external results. Your mindset, habits, and discipline must evolve first. Without this foundation, success becomes overwhelming instead of fulfilling. There are moments when patience feels like weakness, when opportunities seem delayed, when progress feels slow, when effort feels unrewarded. But patience is not giving up, and it's not settling. It's trusting that the work you're doing today is preparing you for something bigger tomorrow. Quiet growth changes your relationship with time. You stop measuring progress daily and start thinking long-term. You focus on sustainability instead of speed. This shift reduces anxiety and increases clarity. You learn that consistency over months is more powerful than intensity for a few days. Patience builds resilience. When things take longer than expected, you either break or adapt. Patience teaches adaptation. It teaches you to adjust strategies, learn from mistakes, and continue without losing belief. This resilience becomes part of your character. While patience builds strength inside you, growth reshapes your identity. You become more self-aware. You understand your limits, your triggers, and your potential. You stop reacting to external noise and start responding with intention. Quiet growth creates maturity. People often envy the results of others without understanding the patience behind them. They see the outcome, not the years of preparation. Quiet growth doesn't seek validation. It focuses on alignment. When you grow quietly, you become comfortable progressing without recognition. This phase may feel lonely. You may feel unseen and uncelebrated. But solitude often accompanies growth. It allows reflection, focus, and deep work. In silence, you strengthen your inner foundation. Every moment of waiting, every repeated effort, every calm response during uncertainty is adding strength inside you. This strength is not temporary. It stays with you. It prepares you to handle success without losing yourself and challenges without losing hope. Every tear, every effort, every sacrifice is shaping your future. Nothing you go through is meaningless, even when it feels unbearable in the moment. Pain has a way of making people feel lost, as if suffering is random or unfair. But every experience leaves an imprint. Every tear carries a lesson. Every effort builds strength. Every sacrifice creates space for something new. Tears are often seen as weakness, but they're evidence of depth. They show that you cared, that you tried, that you felt deeply. Tears release what words cannot. They appear when emotions overflow, when endurance is tested, when the heart is heavy. Each tear marks a moment where you chose to feel instead of numb yourself. Effort is the quiet choice to keep going despite exhaustion. It's waking up and trying again when yesterday drained you. Effort is not glamorous. It rarely looks impressive, but it builds momentum. Each small action stacks onto the next, creating progress that's invisible at first. Sacrifice is one of the hardest parts of growth. It means letting go of comfort, habits, and sometimes people. It means choosing long-term meaning over short-term pleasure. Sacrifice often feels lonely because not everyone understands why you're saying no to things they enjoy. But sacrifice is not loss. It's redirection. Pain changes perspective. Poche. When you go through hardship, you begin to see life differently. You stop taking things for granted. You appreciate small moments. You become more aware of your inner strength. Pain refines priorities and reveals what truly matters. Effort during difficult times builds discipline. When circumstances are kind, motivation is enough. But when life is heavy, discipline carries you forward. Discipline formed in hardship stays with you. It becomes part of who you are. Sacrifice strengthens character. It teaches self-control, focus, and clarity. When you learn to delay gratification, you gain control over your impulses. This control becomes power. It allows you to make decisions based on values rather than emotions. People often only see the outcome, not the cost. They admire strength without acknowledging the pain behind it. But resilience is built through struggle. Confidence is built through effort. Wisdom is built through sacrifice. Every difficult season leaves you with something valuable. You gain insight, you gain endurance, you gain self-awareness. Even losses teach lessons that protect you in the future. There are moments when sacrifice feels pointless, when effort feels wasted, when tears feel endless. It shows you who is real, what matters, and where your strength lies. It forces honesty with yourself. This honesty leads to growth. Your future self is built by present choices. Each tear teaches compassion. Each effort builds capability. These experiences are not random. They're shaping your mindset, your resilience, and your capacity to handle what lies ahead. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to like and subscribe, my dear.